Hi, I'm Rhys Gadsby, Glenigan Economics Analyst, and welcome to our October video, which covers the Glenigan Construction Review, reporting on construction activity over the past 3 months, and looks at planning approvals over the same period to help paint a picture of future activities and opportunities across all sectors and all regions. Looking back over the 3 months to September, the positive trends we identified last month have continued, with a strengthening development pipeline and a rise of project starts against the low point experienced during the second quarter. The value of projects starting on site averaged £4.4 billion during the 3 months to September, a decline of 30% compared to a year ago. Underlying projects, which are those valued under £100 million, declined 37%, but rose 16% against the preceding quarter on a seasonally adjusted basis. Major projects, so that's anything over £100 million in value, remained largely unchanged, being 4% lower than a year ago. Contract awards, averaging almost £5.7 billion a month during the 3 months of September, were 3% higher than a year ago. The rise was due to a 77% increase in the value of major contract awards against the previous year, most of which were civil engineering projects. However, underlying contract awards, averaging £3.6 billion, were 17% lower than a year ago, but were 43% higher than the preceding quarter on a seasonally adjusted basis. Detailed planning approvals, which averaged around £6.6 billion a month during the 3 months to September, was 57% higher than a year ago. This rise was largely boosted by growth in major project approvals, which were 428% higher than a year ago. Underlying approvals were 12% higher than a year ago and 26% up on the preceding quarter on a seasonally adjusted basis. So major projects are therefore leading the recovery due to, in part, the government's commitment to larger civil engineering schemes, mainly road projects as well as utility schemes, and possibly due to larger firms being better able to get back up to speed following the shutdown of sites across the country. Now, the increased activity in major projects is reflected in our top contractor league tables, which have seen steady growth in the value of project awards since lockdown. In October, 199 projects worth £3.4 billion were awarded to the top 50 contractors. And last month, Royal BAM topped the Glenigan League table, having been awarded 4 deals worth £470 million, including the Sky Studios development in Elstree and the £150 million arena development next to Manchester City's Etihad Stadium. Now, they were followed by Morgan Tyndall in second place with 46 contracts worth £319 million and Volker Vessels with 4 deals worth £241 million. Now, following the Prime Minister's Build, Build, Build speech in June and his leadership speech at the virtual Conservative Party conference, the civil engineering pipeline is an area of significant growth. With growth of 29%, totalling £3.9 billion, civil engineering achieved strong growth over the previous year in terms of work commencing on site. Detailed planning approvals were 447% higher than the previous year at £4 billion, and this was largely due to more than a 3,000% increase in the value of major civil engineering projects reaching the detailed planning approval stage. The approval of the £1.8 billion Norfolk Vanguard offshore wind farm and the £257 million Greythorpe Energy Centre contributed significantly to civil engineering planning approval growth. Main contract awards within the sector also provide a positive story, with the 3 months to September 80% higher than the same period last year, and this was largely due to an increase of 199% in major contract awards. The awarding of 2 offshore wind farms in Scotland, one worth £1.4 billion and the other £1.16 billion, provided a tremendous boost to the development pipeline. The development pipeline for the office sector experienced convincing growth during the 3 months of September, with the value of approvals rising 143% against 2019 to total just over £2 billion. Major project approvals totalled £590 million and were substantially higher than last year. Underlying office approvals totalled £1.5 billion, and this was 73% higher than last year and 4% higher than the preceding quarter on a seasonally adjusted basis. Office sector growth was driven largely in the South East, Yorkshire and the Humber and the East of England, all with tremendous increases on last year. The residential development pipeline was boosted during the third quarter as well, with planning approvals finally returning to growth. Averaging £2.6 billion, the value of residential approvals was 28% higher than the previous year. The rise was largely due to strong growth in major residential approvals, which were 98% higher than last year, and the value of underlying residential approvals also increased, being 13% higher than the previous year and 40% higher than the preceding 3 months on a seasonally adjusted basis. Now, with Brexit, travel restrictions and uncertainties surrounding future lockdowns, it's unsurprising that the hotel and leisure sector projects commencing on site were well behind levels we saw last year. And at £302 million, hotel and leisure starts were 86% lower than last year. No projects over £100 million commenced on site, and underlying starts were 72% lower than a year ago and 52% lower than the preceding quarter on a seasonally adjusted basis. Now, to summarise, things are looking brighter for the development pipeline, with many sectors experiencing year-on-year growth and mostly recovering from the lockdown period. However, the weight of a no-deal Brexit is looking more and more likely, and as well as more localised restrictions coming into play, such as in Wales, London, the North West, the immediate challenge for the industry is going to be how is it going to navigate through uncertainty and how is it going to keep progressing projects to site. So if you'd like to know what opportunities exist for your business in the short, medium and long term, please visit Glenigan.com, where you can search over 500,000 live projects with our free Pipeline Finder tool. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to updating you on construction activity to the end of October next month. Thank you.